Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nerds here, and welcome back to our Papal States Pacifist run. And you join us outside of Legoland, where the Egyptians have beaten back Denmark. But of course, we have the situation under control. We're going to take it back for them. This time we're going to exterminate the town, and we will then get on marching ever westward. Now, once we've dealt with that, obviously, we also need to give Denmark the city of a hippo over here. So we will go and grab that. Hopefully that won't annoy... No, that's annoyed the Turks a bit. But, oh well. Honestly, it's not the end of the world. Over here, we are just getting ourselves a couple units to bolster the forces before we head off. Actually, there's no point of retraining them. We'll get ourselves some cav, just refresh this army. Now, I do have a plan for this army. Of course, we do have more down here, so we might as well head straight to Alexandria as well. We can actually walk straight in, so you know what? I'm going to do that to start us off here today. And with that, we have ourselves one more city and another region of the world we could start giving away to someone afresh. So we'll decide on that in time, if possible. I mean, there was an army back here. If possible, we will try and get ourselves down to Cairo and Dongola as well. Of course, by giving these away, we actually kind of almost get an extra Crusader army just turn up. So that will probably be for the better. Yeah, I think in the short term, we will just get some of this stuff repaired, get ourselves a church, and we'll just whack up the tax rate because honestly I don't really care how they what they think of us. So a merchant would be nice though. We'll get some merchants over this part of the world, try and maybe eat up some of the Egyptian merchants and take over, because this is quite a tasty spot, particularly down here with the slaves and the ivory. Some good trading going on. Anyway, this part of the world is slowly becoming converted. We're doing a pretty nice job of all of that. So obviously this army had a hippo. I'm going to send them west because I've got a few plans. Number one, we have ourselves the Isle of Rhodes, which currently is still rebel. We're going to go and take that over. We want a glass of wine on our way home. And when I say our way home, I actually mean up north, because we're also going to head up towards Kaffa, which, yeah, is still rebel as well. So we're going to go grab those two. Why Kaffa? Well, you might have noticed last time there is a bit of a Mongol horde going on, and we don't really like them dealing with Hungary. Hungary are our friends. They're good Christian people, damn it. So we're going to go and see if we can get ourselves a little base up here to try and fight off the Mongols. Oh, I think that's going to be a sensible plan indeed. As for this part of the world, we are literally just the end turn after we left it last time. So Odis has become back under siege from Milan. We'll let them come in and fail to kill us. That's fine by me. We'll send this army out this way. I don't think we need them to defend ourselves at all. As for everything else, I don't know actually. What do we need to do in this part of the world? I think just build up the infrastructure. Heavy armour almost in. Of course, yeah, the troops upgrading on the battlefield with your armoury is one of the best features, I think, of Medieval 2. And something that seems to have slightly disappeared in later Total Wars, or at least for a while at least. Anyway, this army's getting back in the city. We cleared off the two little rebel armies. Good work, chaps. We'll get those retrained over time. And yeah, we do have a big bucket of money. Mainly that bucket of money is because of burning down cities, I suppose. I'm not sure our economy is actually very good, but you know, in the meantime, we'll make it work for us. We'll make it work. 6% Catholic over here. Probably going to struggle to convert this particularly quickly, but we'll give it a go. These, of course, Poland do have Tripoli. Don't want to give this to Poland, then, do I? I want to give it to someone other than Poland and Hungary. Maybe more Danish territory. That might be an interesting idea. Right. Otherwise, I'm not quite sure what else there is to do this turn. I think I'm going to wait for the Milanese to head on in here. Now, of course, we did find out last time they do actually have these two cities in this part of the world. I don't know why it looks like a city, because it's definitely a citadel. But there we are. Yeah, Rebel Citadel. No, that's definitely Milanese. We're going to perhaps clear that off in time. But there are actually a couple. Oh, yeah. A couple of these chaps around. Oh, 52% chance the Inquisition. I do love a good old Inquisition. That is marvellous. And we can do the same, actually. Let's go and wander off, see if we can find some more of these Egyptians. Where were their forces? See, obviously had the tug of war off for a short time, so I did see there was a force here, slightly cheaty, I suppose. I was showing you all anyway. Let's not complain. Let's go down to Jeddah. There are more men down there. We'll go and we'll go and kill them as well, because we can actually declare the Muslims as heretics as well, which is very nice indeed. So a bit of extra power for our inquisitors. I'm just going to have a little flick through here, just see if we've got any more. We do actually have quite a few, don't we? Damascus, Milan, Dublin. Oh yeah, this guy's been around forever, but can never seem to find anyone worth killing. He's a bit stuck on the island, to be honest. Perhaps I should just get him to fairly few missions so that in time he dies. I'm not sure they actually cost me upkeep. I don't think they do. Anyway, let's end our turn because my voice is broken. Here with the French having a chat, that can only mean they're going to declare wars soon, because that's pretty much what diplomatic discussions mean. Byzantines, are you actually going to have a chat? They are indeed. Alliance, eh? Now, who actually are they? Oh, they're at war with Hungary. See, I like Hungary too much, I'm afraid. I cannot do that, my good sir. But I'll take some trade with Russia. A nice neutral offer there. Let's have some map information. Swapsies. There we are. In time, we'll convert them to the good kind of Christianity, which we can't do, by the way. But in time, I would like to convert them, or at least their people's target. What do we need to do? We need some trade with Portugal. Apparently, we have no trade agreement with Portugal. Don't know how I've missed that with all of our little discussions. But there we go. The Spanish are here. Portuguese are over here, so that's simple enough to do. There's some trade rights. Lovely. So they seem very unhappy with me, which suggests that they're going to start declaring war as well in the near future. But we'll just let that one slide in the short term. We'll go hang out around the Moorish and Portuguese. I think these are all Portuguese, aren't they? We'll just go hang around the Portuguese chaps down there. This guy can hang around this part of the world. And you can be in a better spot maybe between England and France. In fact, the Scottish were in Bruges, but they're not. No, they're in Antwerp. Yeah, we can go make sure we have some of this part of the world as well. Lovely. Oh, that's good. I do like to see the Scottish over here in Antwerp. And of course, they're in Oslo as well, as we saw at the end of last episode. Marvellous news indeed. As for this force, they are getting all of their rams together. I suppose with the trebuchet and the onager, they are going to just smash down the walls. So I don't really need to worry about their siege equipment. What I probably should worry about is... Ooh, look, a nice... Yep, heretics good for us training. Lovely stuff. What I should worry about is heading down south here at Cairo. Now, it would be helpful if I had a spy, but I'm kind of lacking in that regard right now. Do have another Inquisitor, though. Well, that's nice. That's very nice indeed. Both of these can head down in that direction. And I think with, Legoland, we're ready to waltz in there. We will exterminate this time. Good decision all around. Perfect. So we'll get ourselves a spy. Could do with that before we start heading off. This is 30% Catholics, not too bad. Now we burnt it down. We at least can deal with the religious problem for Denmark. Good. I think then we're just going to stroll straight into Cairo, to be honest, because we might as well. It's pretty much empty. How is it doing? This has got the Sultan in. Okay, the auto-resolve is definitely not going to work here. And they have a full stack army over there. Okay, I'm just going to lift the siege, actually. This is where information is helpful. I might be retreating very, very soon. This isn't going to happen as quickly as I thought it might. No. Okay, in that case, what do I want? I'll get a couple galleys out of here. I might as well get any units I can, because I wouldn't mind some extra forces to come and help out the troops at Aleppo. So, as for these guys, this is Turkish Assassin. As for these guys, we probably need to get them moving very swiftly indeed. So... we actually have a few extra troops here, don't we? It's a bit of a shame. And I clearly can't count because that still isn't the right amount of us. Fine. Okay, we have ourselves pretty much a full stack at this point. They already hate us, so I'm not really worried about annoying the Turks. And we will send all of our men to join up. Good news indeed. So, with a hippo pretty much now ready... Actually, we'll get rid of that priest. And I think what we'll do is we'll hand this over to Denmark along with... Actually, we'll keep Legoland for a turn. Will give us a chance to refresh, but they can have the city of a hippo. So there we go. Give the region of hippo, which of course is pretty much Latin for horse. So have the city of horse hippo, and with that, Denmark have another little foothold in this part of the world. You'd think that they might be sensible enough to attack Turkey and take Odessa, but they probably won't. So we were not worry about any of that. Alliance between Venice and France, that's probably not... Well, it might be good news, but it depends on what the French are going to do, really, doesn't it? So I'm going to get myself a couple war galleys out, because I did get my fleet destroyed a few turns back. Once we got the money, might as well spend it on something useful, eh? We are building all these towns, which is good news indeed. Over to Gregory with you, and we'll get them retrained. So what is our main plan today, then, you ask, ladies and gents? Well, I think the main plan is to start, is to rip up all of the east, of course. And once we've done that, we should be able to let the Christian states finish off the Egyptians. I don't plan on completely doing the job for them, but I will try and do as much damage as I can. But if I need to go and flee from Alexandria, which might well be the case, then we will just run off nice and quick. So low tax rate is up to 70. We'll just flick it on that for now. That will be marvellous. Okay, and we'll send this guy down this part of the world. He can be a little bit of a spy in the meantime. Lovely stuff. Okay, right. We have taken back Legoland, which is marvellous. We've given away a hippo, and we've taken Alexandria. It's an efficient start to the episode here. Milan are going to take us on then outside the city of Odis. They've actually replaced the general, so I should probably send the Inquisitor back to murder him, although I think our Inquisitor got himself killed. More importantly is this. The French have attacked us, and in many ways that's annoying. In many ways it's actually quite exciting, because do you know what happens to Catholic factions who decide to take on the Pope? Oh, they find themselves wiped out very quickly, don't they, Milan? Indeed they do. So I think we might be handing France over to England, to whom France truly belongs. Okay, well, we'll get to that in time, because that is, not to say an unexpected twist, because I did kind of actually, say this guy talking to me like he was earlier in the episode is very much a sign of war coming. But yes, oh France, you will regret that. As for this army, as I said before, almost entirely the mercenaries I couldn't afford to hire a few turns back, which is a bit irritating, but they have all of the all the equipment in the world, as well as these two bits of siege equipment. So I'm not really going to worry too much about them damaging the walls. I'll just let them come in and get themselves murdered. We've got the high quality troops. We'll shoot them down trebuchets before they arrive. Hopefully this will all be fine. Let's head in. Having destroyed their two onagers and my trebuchets, then I didn't waste an awful lot of time doing it. We now have the opportunity to start shooting them down, because they're starting to wander a bit closer. Why not using the trebuchets, I do not know, but if I can hit some lovely flamey shots into them, that would be absolutely magnificent. And it just looked like we've kind of failed to do that. They're wandering an awful lot closer. You know what, if they're going to do that, I can just get some of my men up to the walls, activate all the towers. I do have a few men around the corner here, so that will be marvellous. These chaps, run yourself over there, you chaps. Get yourself over hither. And yes, that means that we can start to activate some of this nonsense. So we will at least go and activate the towers if they're going to run near them. Might as well. That makes a lot of good sense to me. So as our men try and get themselves further forward quickly, hopefully we'll start to do some damage to them. Now, what are we best aiming at? You might as well aim at the towers. They're pretty big targets. It's pretty easy to hit them. So you are currently missing pretty badly. Really badly. Come on. Anytime. Hit the tower, damn it. This does work pretty well normally, but apparently not on this occasion. They are battering down the gates. Hopefully that siege tower will be completely obliterated. They're still battering it down. Actually, they're going to batter it down. We might as well start getting that men a little bit closer, actually. What do we want to get at the gates here? These guys can run in. I was kind of expecting them to destroy the walls like they have been doing the last, 8 times they've taken us on. But maybe having no one here at the start has slightly thrown them. I don't know, I don't know. So let's just get ourselves into position. Oh, there they go. Run away. To arms. Yeah, maybe we'll get these guys to run across here. You guys get here. You guys get here. And yeah, well, that's something, I suppose. We've managed to splatter them, and that means I don't really know what we're doing at this point. Hopefully, just aim at this one. Right, we're just going to try and hold them in position over here. It wasn't really the plan, but we'll try and get on top of them. That is the trebuchet. What else do we have in terms of men at this part of the world? You, sir, you, sir, you, sir, you, sir. You come and help out as well. You get on top of them. Let's just hold them at here gate. Perfect. So, a bit more... a bit more messy than it needed to be. I wasn't really expecting them to come straight through the gate like that, but it doesn't really matter. This is going to cause lots of chaos nonetheless. If the trebuchets want to try and do something hilarious like this, then I welcome them. It's honestly a very effective way of defending the gates when you use a little ballista or tower like that. But there we are. There goes the general. Lovely stuff. And we pretty much murdered them all here with just about 3 units and a couple of trebuchets. Lovely. Right, let's just get all the cav. Send all the cav. They're in the plaza at the moment, but there we are. Right, well, that was about as efficient as ever. We just we just flaming shot them on the wall, which is particularly impressive. Infantry, you go charge of these guys. Wow, we managed to rout them whilst they were on the wall of being hit by a flaming shot. We just hit the siege tower in the first place. If we hit the siege tower now, we'll burn it down and burn them down with it. That'd be hilarious. Okay, well, it looks like we've done this. Oh, what a marvellous, marvellous day. I don't really know who else we've got to kill. Why are we flashing? I can't... Oh, well, whatever. It's fine. All the cav have now arrived. I didn't even realise they were here. This battle's been a lot more strangely efficient than I was at first anticipating. Although probably at this point, lads, please stop all of that nonsense. It's quite a big city, isn't it? It's a shame to give this one away, but there we are. Okay, all the plans I had before the... Please stop now. All the plans I had before the battle. Oh, that's their trebuchets. That makes more sense. Yeah, all the plans I had before this battle kind of didn't end up happening, but it's worked out fairly well. Lost 20%, but I guess you're always going to lose a few, aren't you? There we go. So, gallop onwards, and I suppose it is on to burn. Only 150 men lost, so can't complain about that. Bit of a unusual siege in some ways, but no. No. You guys don't get to live. We, though, do get to withdraw, because that would be a very sensible idea indeed. Explorers Guild in Lego. What do you mean a crusade has been called? I'm the Pope. I didn't realise that we were on track for another one. Okay, let's build an Explorers Guild, because why not? Where has it been called?
The Holy Bible may preach peace.
Sorry,
When it is
Jerusalem. Sorry, what? 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 I'm so confused. Right, when did this happen? What's just happened? So we've called a crusade on Hungary? Why have we done that? The Pope himself has called this, I think. See, I didn't call for it. Okay. Pope Dartus, you are not my friend anymore. That was our ally. He was a great hero of Catholicism. Hopefully no one joins up to that, because now we've just made an enemy of what was our best friend. We could have been friends of the Byzantines. Oh, this isn't going well. Can we walk in there? I'm not sure we can manage to just waltz in there at this point. We do have an army here. I mean, we could go and take it, but that's really not supposed to be what we're doing right now. Okay. Maybe this force should go to Rhodes, and this one should just go to Jerusalem. This wasn't supposed to happen like this. Okay, let's go. Should we go take it back? I guess we're going to go take back Jerusalem. Yes. Because the Pope says so. Oh, this is not what was supposed to happen. Right, this guy, by the way, is now brutally scarred. But it's just the scarred. +3 morale. This guy is absolutely insane, and I love him. So, yeah. Okay. we are going to get you, sir, heading out. You can go and take care of Steely Dan over there. What is his name? Saif ad-Din. Okay, fine. We'll just go and murder him. We'll immediately lose way too many troops because that's just how the game works. And from there, we will start marching in this. Ah, there's an Egyptian chap. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to give that away, I think, right about like now, actually. So we'll take this. Take the Turin art. This was not the plan, ladies and gentlemen. What are we going to do? So, war with France. We're now at war with Hungary. Maybe this is the sign that we're supposed to take back Bologna. I guess it is, actually. I guess it is. We're going to walk into Bologna. We'll just use this army to put it under siege. I say that as if we're actually going to get a ladder out of it. We're not. But, oh, this is all not the way anything was supposed to happen. Right, this Papal State city can now... who am I giving that to? I don't know. We're now just spied on the Hungarian diplomat rather than the castle, the citadel. Right, let's just re-establish what is actually going on. So, the Pope himself has declared war against our greatest ally because the Pope himself didn't hold Jerusalem. I assumed it rebelled back to the Egyptians, but it has not. No, it's just the Pope has gone a little bit insane. Now that has ruined our alliance of Hungary. Poland and Denmark are still our friends. So, Poland. You get to have the city of Odis. I think that's what's going on here. So, can I do that this turn? I'm not sure I can actually. Do I have a Polish diplomat in range? I'm not sure. I do. That is a mistake if that is the case, because I could do with sorting this out right now. I'm not sure I'm able to. What's more important? I don't know. You know what? We can hold on for Odis for a moment. We'll get some Swiss Guard out of it, actually. So I will take that and broken lances. Yeah, we'll utilise that for another turn. Let's give away our good old city in the east whilst we're on with that. So Legoland can go back to the Danes as ever. It should be. Perfect. So now they have themselves their Crusader states. This chap, Penectus the Brutally Scarred, he's on his way, as is this guy over here, Alferis Strolavisi. What we're going to do with Jerusalem, I don't know, maybe we have to hold on to it ourselves, but it feels like it's asking for trouble going forward, but we will see, I suppose. Right, Inquisitors heading their way over there. Cairo looks absolutely terrifying in terms of what it could do to us. So I'm just going to get most of my army minus this onto a boat. That's a Polish army. Yes, Poland. Very, very nice. Okay, boat, head up this way. We're going to flee because honestly we have more important things to do right now. We'll just turn it on to data race. Isn't going to save us either. Well, we'll just let that one do its thing. I think we could just give it away at this point, mind you. Might leave it a turn, but we probably do need to run away in time. We'll get ourselves another galley for that. Fine. Things have suddenly got complicated, and it's a bit annoying to be honest, because now we've got to finish this crusade and then wait however many turns it is until the new one. I should have kept a clock on the old Crusader button there, so I knew that this was coming. Now the French have also declared war on us. I think this bit of money we had, we might as well at this point start spending it on some troops, because I feel like we're going to be needing them pretty darn soon. So what can we get over here? Dismounted men-at-arms would be nice to have, and a couple Pavis chaps as well. Fine. We do need the boats, and the boats are now over there. We can escape out of the docks, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but oh dear, this is really this is the most pacifist campaign ever known to man, isn't it? Oh my, oh my. Unfortunately, many people have joined the crusade, which means it won't just peter out in 10 turns. Alexandria, unfortunately, is under siege. We could try and save it, but honestly, it's fine. If nothing else, it gave us some money in the short term. We'll go and deal with that one in time. We'll let the Danes deal with Legoland. It looks like they've already taken on the army. You, sir, can just join the crusade immediately. Now what I'd like you to do is... they apparently don't have the flag once I leave it. I don't have the money for any of this nonsense. So you guys all join up here. We're just going to go wander over to Jerusalem and take it back, because honestly this could be the shortest crusade in all of history. We will see about that. You sir can also join the crusade. You might as well. It's going to save me some money. Lovely stuff. It'll also get you a few more movement points. So that seems ideal for everything, to be honest. Over to Jerusalem we go. We'll go deal with Egypt after that, and this boat can honestly continue to move in this direction. Bit of a shame that these units don't get to do anything else, but they just get to die. You can join the fleet, and we will head in this direction. We'll make landing at Rhodes next turn. As for Ronaldus, now we are kind of out of money. Where's our money pot? There it is. We're not really going to be in a better shape. Fine. Okay, let's just leave a few of our men behind here. But we're going to take this force elsewhere. So, we've actually ruined our alliance with Venice as well, which is possibly the worst thing that could have happened in between all of this nonsense. Oh well. Well, I tell you what, we're just going to attack Bologna. Big pile of Pacifist crossbowmen. Oh dear. Maybe we'll just leave that one under siege for a bit of time here. See what Hungary want to do about it. Get ourselves some equipment. Maybe we'll head in time. A few ladders, a few towers. That will be absolutely grand. Lovely. As for France then, all the rest of our troops, we're going to grab some of our men from Toast and the Vatican. They are going to head northwards and meet up with the army. Gosh. Pope, you've ruined everything. Why has he ruined everything? We have quite a lot of troops here who can immediately join to this force. That's quite a lot. Yeah, it's pretty much a full stack. In fact, it literally is a full stack. So that'll be okay. Hungary, so. Everyone's careful with Hungary. Poland and Venice have broken their alliance here. We've kind of ruined all the alliances of Europe with this. I hope the Pope's happy. He's supposed to bring peace. He was supposed to be the one who brought peace. Well, we'll go talk to those chaps again. See if we can convert them to be our ally once more. Another attack on Odis, of course. Some remnant army is taking us on. Our army is obviously busy over in Bologna because the Pope ruined everything. So we'll head into this one. It's interesting. They've got a few very elite troops and a single ram. How they expect the ram to work, I don't know. But we got 2 Swiss Guard and broken arms. Honestly, 2 Swiss Guard at the gate is all we probably need. So let's head in. Let's clear these guys off. What would they think's going to happen here? I don't know. We've got a flame ballista tower and they've got a single ram. I'd actually rather the ram wasn't burnt down, because it's actually going to be a lot more effective for us. In fact, it looks like they're actually not even going to bother shooting it. Actually, just listen to me. How lovely. The tower is very, very damaged, but it's not quite destroyed. So there we go. Right, we'll just get our Swiss Guard in here. I'm sure we'll be absolutely fine. Oh no, we're back to trying to burn it down. Please don't bother. I really, really would like to take these guys on at the gate, because otherwise they're just going to run away. We've got to kill them later. So that's fine. It's still turning up. The ram has arrived! Woohoo! Right, these guys are going to turn up. The Saints don't need to save us. We'll be absolutely fine. There are a few reinforcements who could make it to the edge of town. But to be honest, this is mostly about Swiss Guard at this point, holding their ground. I'm not going to put it on guard mode. That is a time-saving strategy. I'm going to keep on repeating that every episode until I stop getting stupid comments about it. So, the ram has almost done its job. Yep, Holy Mother of Jeebus. We seem to have let them in. Oh no, what a shame. We failed to burn down the ram. Now they have to come in and take on our Swiss Guard. That's a shame. Let's just see how well we can do here. Now, the only problem we might have is the heaviness being pushed back, because they have some cav. But look at this, we are holding very nicely indeed here. They've lost 31%. Oh, this is glorious. This is you know, you used to have those. This is the most satisfying video That was, I don't know, one of those week-long crazes on YouTube a year or two back. Well, this feels like one of those kind of battles. You just sit here hacking everyone to death with the Swiss Guard. The Pope may be an absolute nonce and have ruined everything here today, but my oh my, his guards are still magnificent. Look, they've lost about 15 men, and we completely annihilated them. It's hilarious. Send in the cav, clear them out, and finish off these fiendish foes. This is absolutely ridiculous. Right, Smackfield Knights over there. That's lovely. No, Lances, don't get stuck in with them. They can come and take us on properly if that's what they want to do. We're going to send in those guys to get murdered by the Swiss Guard. Oh, this is just the best. Unsurprisingly, they flee the battle. This is just the best battle one could ever see. We lost about 15 men and didn't even need any of the cav or any of the reinforcements. Cav are useful, of course, but my, oh my, 2 Swiss Guard at the gate. They will hold against what they're about 4 or 5 really heavy, strong elite units there, as well as a general bodyguard. What a glorious, glorious day.
This is a great victory.
Execute them all because we hate those darned fiends. Alexandria, I feel slightly less confident about if I'm absolutely... Oh, it's a Moorish army. That's the best. Okay, well, we've lost, but we do have 1 catapult to just cause a bit of splatter damage. So let's get into what we can do.
Our foes appear to be gaining the upper hand in these.
It's always an encouraging start to the battle when it begins with that. Some dog. Some dog has opened the gates. Well, to be honest, it is kind of their city. We have just kind of literally walked in. Well, what was already going to be a horrendously badly fought battle is now going to be just spectacularly awful because the gates are already open. So I reckon we pretty much lost this before it begun. Joke's on them. They're just destroying their own wall. They've broken the gate that they already opened, which is particularly impressive. So yeah, they're going to stroll in without too many problems. You should probably stop destroying. This is your wall, guys. They are literally just breaking rule 1 of the Advice General, which is, you know, this is your city, or it very soon will be. Don't bother destroying it, but, you know, I'll leave it to them. Do as much damage as you want, chaps. We'll be back. Excuse me? I didn't know you can actually send the catapults in the city. I was pretty... What are they doing? They're trying to destroy it from the inside. I mean, I'm pretty certain they're not supposed to be able to have them inside. What are they... They're just destroying their own city. This is bizarre. Weirdly, they continue to insist upon not actually, you know, sending their infantry. So their trebuchets are now getting cut down by us, which is kind of funny. I don't know if it's some sort of very clever ploy that they've got here, but it is at least giving us a chance to do something to them. Come on, chaps, you just run yourselves over here. We'll deal with them in time. These guys are shooting down these chaps as they arrive. Are they going to shoot us, or are they still wandering? They're just still wandering, to be honest. So if they're not going to shoot us, we'll just continue to hack them down. Get on top of these chaps. These towers kind of should reactivate as actually, if we keep on pushing forward through them. Come on, infantry. Do your job. Come on, hack them down. Hilariously, we are actually seeming to lose in this infantry battle against their catapults. Not quite sure how we're managing that, but apparently that is what has just happened. Well done. Well done. So, yep, with the infantry cleared out by about 4 units of catapult, I think the day here is nearing its end. Sadly, that is the way we're going to go down here. Certainly, with a whimper would be the correct phrasing for it. So, onto fire we go. Shoot them down. You chaps, what are you doing? Can probably get some shots in. Where are your missiles? Why can't you shoot? There we go. Okay, well, we're just going to shoot some flaming shots in. See what damage we can do. We might as well burn down their city whilst we're here. It'd be vaguely amusing, I suppose. The original idea was to actually, you know, shoot them in the side while we pin them, but apparently that isn't what they want to do. So we'll just continue to shoot at their trebuchets. That's good. They're now dead. Why are they taking so much time to do this? It's been about 15 minutes now, ladies and gentlemen, and these guys are just wandering around here to shoot at this gateway. The gateway that they've opened with their spy, I should add. What are they doing? I'm very tempted just to find as many buildings as possible to burn down here, because at the very least it will... Well, it should cripple them, but of course they'll just cheat, so it doesn't really make much difference. I'm starting to wish there was a timer on this battle, because at this point I kind of feel like I might have won with a time. This is absolutely ludicrous. They actually do have plenty of infantry and cav to actually come and take this city if they wanted to. Just seem obsessed with breaking down every single gateway. Where are they going now? God only knows. We could breed a new army in this time. That's just go. There's probably a boat waiting down by the docks. Just leave this nonsensical city. If you ever wondered why I normally play this game with a time limit, this should be a very clear example of why, because I honestly would have won this by now because they are not doing anything. These chaps have just been running around the walls for the last 8 hours. At the very least, I might have to burn the bodyguard to death here, which, there we go. Well, that's a better result we could have got in any other way, I suppose. Right, well, we'll just keep on... Well, there's no point shooting him, is there? Because they're about to be gone at the end of this battle. You guys go and just shoot for whenever you're able to. Where are you anyway? You haven't actually got up on the walls yet, have you? No, you haven't. Get up on the walls. Lovely work, sirs. Good. Crossbowmen are now doing their job up on the walls because the artillery is still wandering around the city. God only knows what they are doing at this point. I'm actually going to have to send my men to a suicide charge, though, because I could have won this battle here if I just put the timer on. Sadly, I seem to have left the battle timer on infinite here today, which is a bit of a shame because there's not very much else I can do at this point apart from, yeah, let them charge in and take me down. So that is the end for us. Good, they are actually going to legitimately attack. That's, I suppose, is something. Now, our lads are also filling up on the walls, so they're going to do a lot less damage than they otherwise could have done. But there we go. Finally. Finally, we get to lose. Thank Jeebus. Yep, defeat is almost certain. Sadly, the bodyguard, who are not going to exist after this, are at least going to chop us down. And with that, we have lost Alexandria. But that was a painful, long battle. On the plus side, we did at least murder this chap. With that, Alexandria falls back into the hand of Egypt. But in some ways, it's not the end of the world. Of course, they have themselves absolutely zero walls. So we just blockade Yash. No, I don't think we're going to bother with that. Of course, yes, now our boat trip up here is all the more dangerous. Of course it is. Oh dear. Well, Alexandria we will worry about in a bit more time. Rhodes, though. Rhodes, we can just have a little bit of a stroll. In some ways, killing that general may not be the most sensible idea because he's clearly an absolute moron. But hopefully there are still some men to kill. You so might as well go over here because there's still one or two chaps over there. Jerusalem then. Let's run up to the city. Put that under siege. You, sir, do the same. Wander off in this direction. Good, good, good. So Jerusalem is now back under siege as it should be. Odis survived that very fun battle there before of just utter silliness. And yeah, I think... Oh, Portugal. Yes, you are a Portuguese soldier who shouldn't be there. That's what you are. Okay, you come and land over here. Maybe they won't fancy their chances. Yeah, well, they're going to attack, aren't they? Maybe they won't fancy their chances if we square up to them with a fairly full stack force. Okay, Bologna probably needs to go down for us to start moving forward. If we say grows, that is us, of course. Everyone hates us. Everyone hates us. Everyone hates us. Lovely. Would it? Should we take Jerusalem and then get peace and hand it back to them? That might be the truly humble thing to do. We will see. We'll see what we do about that because maybe Denmark need to be given that territory after all. I trust them a little bit more, even though they did immediately lose Legoland. Although I kind of take the blame for that one. if I'm honest. Okay, great market getting built in the Vatican. We did get a few building projects underway before the economy collapsed once again. Ronaldo sadly is now done as is toast. So yeah, no more buildings for a couple turns, at least until we smash up Bologna. So into Bologna we go. All the Pavese crossbowmen that we randomly generated will have to be taken out. Honestly, as long as we don't get too shot down, the walls will be fine. We should be able to push them back with our trebuchets. So let it in. Very simple affair here. We're going to absolutely destroy these walls. Hopefully, yeah, that will push them back a little bit. We'll start shooting this one instead. One of you can go hit the tower, perhaps in time. I mean, sometimes you can trick them by aiming for... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, if you use one and then start shooting it with a second unit, sometimes you can manage to catch them out a little bit. So we'll just continue to shoot down as much as we can. Splat up the wall. You hit that one as well. We might just catch them out. Indeed we have. Oh yes, AI is not having a good time with me clicking across all the walls in alternate fashion. Okay, that's good. There's a few more men over here. Probably break that down very quickly indeed. Yeah, the trebuchets make such light work of these walls. Oh yes, we have... I don't know how many men we've killed, but a few destroyed walls and we killed 32% of their force. That is absolutely magnificent stuff. Oh look, there's more over here. There's more over here. No. Start shooting them down as well. Okay, so let's go have a little look at their corpses down here. Oh, look at that. All of these perfidious little Hungarians lying here dead under the rubble. In fact, the rubble seems to have disappeared before them. Their immortal souls will not be taken into God's graces at this point, no. Okay, smash up this wall, chaps. You can absolutely clear out the rest of these lads as well. We might slightly miss this because of the angle, but there we are. That's that wall. Yeah, they're running now. Oh, they are not happy about any of this, and I absolutely love it. They're pretty much gone at this point, aren't they? We'll just smash up more of this. I mean, we do have to walk in here at some point, so I suppose it kind of makes sense to not completely destroy the city. But if they're going to move away, we're probably ready to start moving forward. Oh dear, yes, ungodly indeed. We've killed half of them. That's a good start. Let's just slow this down. And what is the plan from here? We've got plenty of holes. They have completely vacated this part of the world. And I don't think we're going to be able to have a shot at the plaza. It's going to be a little bit too far away. See if they can ever manage to do that. We'll put on fire and shoot at these chaps. They might never make it though. So let's get the rest of our equipment dropped. We'll sort out our infantry, get them running into the city. And we continue to smash up their city, which is kind of funny. Right, Cav, start running into these chaps. I don't think they're going to be very happy actually. We'll just keep on drawing as many of them forward as possible. I'm going to slow this down because I've been playing this on quite high speed. And that last siege just took out so much of my energy, frankly. It really was a long old affair waiting to lose that battle. But yeah, we're now on top of them, so we're going to start absolutely pummeling them. I was supposed to be sending some of these infantry this way round, so you might as well just start pushing them through. They are pretty solid in battle, these guys, but we're going to try and get around them. That should do the job. Now they'll break. Lovely stuff. That leaves just this one town militia here on the plaza, who is obviously terrible. So let's not worry about him. Let's just cut down everyone else. Lovely. He does flee, and he flees in such a way where he will inevitably die. So let's get everyone lined up. There goes their general. Perfect. And you guys should probably stop at this point and maybe just kind of run away. Everyone else charge in. The cavalry are lined up for a good old gallop. And with that, it's just a little bit of a chunking affair here to finish it all up. Lovely stuff. Okay, probably best if we get our cav around the back, actually. Marvellous stuff.
If we remain true and wholehearted.
Yeah, I'm sure we will have no issues winning, my good sir. But we'll try and pummel them anyway. That wasn't really a good way to charge. Been playing too much Rome Total War, and the charges no longer work. Oh well. Right, this is a bit of a better victory here today. Much more efficient. 3% loss against all of the men in this city. That is a glorious, glorious victory if ever there was one. So, with a slightly more successful battle back under our belt, let's keep this for ourselves this time. I kind of regret giving away Bologna last time. So we'll keep this. It will help our economy quite nicely. And I think our plan now needs to be to... Well, I think Portugal are about to attack us, aren't they? Well, the plan needs to be to go and finish up Milan and go and murder France. But, oh dear. Might have to just kill everyone. Maybe that's the only way. So Bologna is now ours. We're going to sack the city because they are perfidious fools. Ballista towers, please. We will get things repaired straight away and just get these guys refreshed. Good news indeed. Fine. So, Gregory, get yourself some more men. Vatican, you are absolutely fine. And everything else will just have to sit around as it is for now. Ronaldus, if you were to be attacked, what would I want to defend you? Fortunately, we can't really retrain the Papal Guard, so we'll just do that. Men-at-arms are pretty good for the old defence. These guys are actually better, aren't they? So we'll just grab those. And a ballista will help defend the walls very nicely indeed. Good news, good news. Right, what else do we have to go and do? This is next turn, fine. We'll end our turn, and we'll see what Portugal are going to do, because this clearly isn't a good sign. Apparently the Byzantines want to give me a little gift. How lovely. Yes, of course you may give me a gift. Venice want to have a chat. I would like to repair our old friendship, Venice. That would be quite nice, thank you. Okay, that's a good sound, isn't it? We may have just annoyed Denmark by leaving a spy in there. That wasn't supposed to happen. Oh well. Cardinals being promoted. Don't really care about the Holy Roman Empire anymore. They barely even exist. Fine, we should probably be giving Odis away. I kind of just kept it for a turn or two just to grab ourselves some more troops. Indeed, that is what I'm continuing to do. Hungarian assassin. Don't like the looks of him. Don't trust Portugal, but I don't have much choice right now with this French fleet around. Fine, if you get on Nero's boat, I'm sure that will be fine. We're going to go over to Marseille and teach the French a lesson. The army at Bologna, I'm sure, can retrain in the meantime. Okay, let's finish off today with the job that really should have taken place a little bit earlier, which is making sure Jerusalem was fine. Right, King Petri the Crusader. Unfortunately, sir, you have been declared an enemy of the Pope is generally just going to go and kill the crusading king of Hungary. Oh, that is magnificent. Alfarius Sudavici, you better have got the right memo from the Pope, because he won't be happy with this if it turns out you were talking nonsense this whole time. Let's hit in one more siege assault for the day. Into Jerusalem we go. This should be a simple enough affair here. We have a vast superiority in terms of both the quality of troops and the sheer numbers, so I think we'll be absolutely fine. Even the Ram has made it. That is absolutely marvellous. So, dismounted men-at-arms are going to take on their town militia up here. I'm sure that will not end that well for them. Go and take on their crossbowmen. We're winning on this war as well, 41. They seem to be fleeing all over the shop, and with that, I think it's time to go grab our cav, turn down the speed, and send them thundering through the gates, because they're meant to be clambering down off the walls. That seems like it's a good invitation for us to go and take them on in hand-to-hand combat. Now, any infantry that's not on the walls, there was a line of you back here. Yeah, you chaps, get yourself into the city as well. I'd like you to help me chunk these chaps down. So, their town militia's down here. That is good news indeed. They're fighting people. You chaps, get yourself over here.
It is unwise to praise the
You chaps,
lady for
get yourselves over here, and
but
you chaps,
our
get yourself
men
onto
are
those
winning.
walls
Give
because we could
praise
do with
to
them to
God.
stop
We
shooting
have
us.
captured the enemy's
Yeah, the
walls.
Turkomans aren't very happy actually. We'll keep them out here in the meantime. Go off skirmish mode. Don't worry about any of that. You chaps, get yourself down here onto this wall as well. I'm sure be fine in time. They seem to have completely given up on defending the walls. It's pretty much just a case of them wandering at the gate. So all infantry at this point, get on top of them. General, bring yourself over here. You don't get yourself murdered. You guys are really more light cav, so you just bring yourself around the side. Their movement might just trigger a rout here or there because they are very, very outnumbered indeed. Yeah, light cav, just get on top of them and mop them up. So, a few feudal knights over there. We'll get the actual infantry to move forward onto those chaps because could do with making sure that they get taken down properly, let's say. Yeah, they're really not putting up much of a fight, are they? They've already been completely wiped out, 10% to 42%, and we've got the walls well under control. We didn't even have a trebuchet or onager to do it, so not looking all that hot for these chaps. Dramatic music here, but honestly, not a lot is going on. There's a few Turkopals standing in the street as we start to thunder in on them. In fact, all enemies, all troops at this point, just get on top of them. Just start pushing your way forward. It's a bit of a chunking affair, but luckily the Turkopals and the Hungarian nobles, who can be pretty annoying, are essentially getting themselves killed nice and slowly. So we're just going to force our way through it. Sheer numbers when they're off the plaza will do the job. Okay, well, this was something that never really was supposed to happen, but we're taking back Jerusalem from Christians at this point who claim heresy, but this is genuinely the king who went and took Jerusalem, who went and conquered the Holy Land in the name of Christianity. We're going to go and kill him, which is very friendly indeed. Right, let's just get all of our infantry at this point into this position. The cav can finish off their cav, and the missiles can probably just start to get themselves in behind. But honestly, it's a bit awkward here. The game isn't very happy. A charge from the general here into the back, and that should pave the way for their final defeat. But of course, as a valiant crusading general, he is putting up a good fight, as you might well expect. In time, the Pope may come to realise this was a mistake, but for now, yeah, for now the victory will be exactly that, a victory. How are we going to give this back to people? I really don't know. There he goes. A dark day for Christianity. Our general blooded himself, I will claim, got the final blow. But with that, 2 more infantrymen go down, and Jerusalem is back under our control. Honestly, this is a very young Pope, and he's worryingly neurotic so far. So, Campeche Crusader has been slaughtered here today, and nothing good ever comes of violence. Oh, Martin Luther, we could do with you a few centuries early here, because I'm not sure that this is the best example of how to Christian. Right, well, we will sack. Successful crusade. 38 units gain experience. Did you gain experience as well? Indeed they did. How lovely for them. Marvellous stuff. So here's the Vale of Veronica. Yes, I was talking about some of these last time, and now we actually have a few of them picked up. So, Grand Crusade. This guy's now absolutely obscene, by the way. Beautiful. Fine. Well, today was not ever, of course, they turn up the exact turn that I turn up. This obviously was not the plan that I was expecting here today. But we now have roads. Venice are obviously about to attack us, because why wouldn't they turn up the exact turn we do? And we will see what comes of the French issues next time, because we are going to go and land over at Marseille. We'll see what comes of that. Portugal have landed. France, Venice I don't trust, and Milan I'd like to go and finish off, but honestly, not sure how I'm going to quite pull that off at this point in time. So we will see, ladies and gents. Right, I had so many plans. But they will come to fruition in time. For now, though, I will leave you, and hopefully, a bit like episode 2, where everything went completely insane. Episode 3 will tidy things up just a little bit. So, yes, in time, things will become the pacifist dream I always promised. For now, I will leave you. I'm Thomas. This is Tenacious Hearing, and this has been Papal States Pacifist Run. Thank you, and goodbye. In come the fire arrows, and if you're not aware, by the way, this is actually a traditional Bourbon greeting. It says, come and dance with us, come and dance in the flames, come and dance and die on our streets. We have ourselves a foothold in Italy. They broke! We had them entirely surrounded.